Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler, north side of Jennette's Pier here with beautiful, tall, blue-green beasts of waves breaking just offshore here. Some of the taller ones breaking past the end of the pier. Earlier today, observations stated that waves were in the range of 4 to 6 feet. Some of these waves might be a little bit larger. We had a very large swell come in here just as I was setting up to record. Got a couple of surfers bobbing around out there. You might just be able to barely see their heads in between the swells. See if we can catch any rides for you. As these tall waves just break to the north of the pier. Well, I get some north side video here this afternoon under clear cerulean blue skies with a bit of a haze. Toward the east, looking under the pier, you can see some of these waves starting to form up, and toward the end of the pier, white caps as waves break right at the end of the pier here. Just gorgeous. Massive. And that's the mid-break. Woo! Spray just flying off the tops of the waves as these swells hurtle in from the North Atlantic, driven by a powerful storm to our north and east. A winter storm right now that is sending snow and freezing precipitation at New England. View here through the pier as waves break to the south. There's a bit of a channel right beside the pier. Surfers tend to paddle out just to the south of the pier along what appears to be a channel. Got a surfer paddling for a wave right now. Let's see if he can get it. I might need to go uphill a little bit to get some height to get a good view for you guys of these surfers in the water. But the view, nonetheless, of the waves is pretty much unimpeded. Surfers just basically getting buried between these massive swells. Woo! I think I'm going to back up, try and get some height. Shadows being cast by the buildings behind me and by the buildings of Jennette's Pier itself. I'm almost standing in the water as the foam rushes up toward my feet. And I'm standing, I don't know, maybe about 25, 30 feet in front of the dune here. I don't know, these surfers have been paddling pretty hard. These waves might be tough to catch. Or otherwise, they may be waiting for a set. Ooh, look at this! Just off the end of the pier, large wave breaking off the end behind the pier. Woo! massive whitewater. I don't know, I might go to the south side just because the waves are so gorgeous over there. Although watching them through the pier, it's quite the scene as well. Now we've got a surfer waiting for a wave out here. And caught inside. Woo, trying to kick in. Hard to catch. Yeah, that middle break is just pounding. Okay, we've got, oh no, he's bailing out. Paddling toward the outside break. Boom, flying off the tops of these waves. Woo! We got a northwesterly wind that's cutting the tops of the waves off here as they break. Foam and spray flying through the air. Seagulls overhead. Huge combers breaking out past the end of the pier. Get a little bit more height here, see if we can get some more perspective for you guys. Some waves breaking here to the south of the pier. Very cold, very damp. Temperatures in the 40s right now. A chill breeze from the north. Anyone surfing today is definitely going to need head to toe cold weather protection, not for the faint of heart. Both with these powerful waves and cold conditions. Got to be a very hardy soul to be out today. And yet I can count 3 surfers. Not sure how well you can see them in this video, but I can count 3 surfers swimming around out there valiantly paddling for something, although I haven't seen anyone catch a wave yet. Once again, another swell. Smashing into the south here of the pier. And they look out and they see high wave tops, foam and spray as they paddle for the beast that awaits them. Oh, and that breaks right on them. Yikes. The outside break is a bit of a doozy. That's a long paddle to get out there. Just gorgeous. Wave wrapped in foam as it breaks. Spray flying. You can tell the energy of these waves by the way they break and how much spray and foam they hurl. Outer Banks waves are powerful waves. Big and they're burly and they're thick. And they tend to throw their lips pretty far too. Well, today they're smashing up a little bit because of the west wind. mesmerizing and majestic. Martin Luther King Day surf session here. A tribute to all who stand on the edge. The best of us do it in the name of love. I'm almost gone away. God, that inside break is brutal. I think you want to catch that outside break and then have the energy to surf into that smashing inside break so that you got enough speed to determine where you want to go. I say inside break, it's more of a middle break. The short break here is not anywhere near as intimidating as that middle break right there. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Massive coma on the outside. You can see how far off the pier it is. It's just now starting to hit the end of the pier. So this next wave breaking past the pier and then rolling up toward the pier and not yet, and smashing into the pylons. Woof! Boom! Spraying up to the base of the pier there. Amazing. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a surfer catching a wave out here. It might just be a hopeless quest. Oh, we got some serious spray coming up the beach. The waves rushing up toward the dunes here. Woo! This is no joke. Serious force of nature out here today. Not to be trifled with. One does not mess with nature and come out unscarred. A living testament to that fact. And three surfers. Four surfers. Two sitting, well, one sitting and waiting, three paddling for who knows what. Kind of flailing around out there as these massive beasts roll on in. Got another set forming up. Mid-break smashing in onto the sandbar there really hard. Got some more waves here forming on the other side of the pier. The golden rays of sunlight slowly fading into evening. And then some large wave tops. Those silky strands of spray blown back. Next impulse seems to gather at the horizon. A large wave is visible. Rippling at the end of the pier. Surfer unable to catch it. Smashing mid-break. Woo! We enjoy our time together on the beach here on Martin Luther King Day. Beautiful white breakers just marching in one after the other. wrapped in foam, emissaries of a far-off storm. It's both haunting and uplifting to watch the ocean on days like this. As we cross the 15-minute mark, I think I'm going to have to call it. No surfers have caught any waves as yet. Although we have enjoyed our time here on the beach this Martin Luther King Day, as we typically do in closing, ask that all of you please do everything you can to help save our beautiful coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning, to transition, do everything you can to help us transition to the clean forms of energy, wind, water, oh, here we go, solar, batteries, electric vehicles, and the other breakthroughs that may still be possible. We focus our efforts and ambition and do not give up on hope for a better future. Woohoo! Huge drop there. Looks like that surfer unfortunately did not make that takeoff. Nonetheless, he will emerge from the water again to ride another wave. But as I was saying, some who hope carry the rest of us forward. And that is what can surely be said about Martin Luther King as we remember his heroism and his work to liberate an entire people. And as we also focus on our efforts on justice in the form of climate justice, focus our efforts to act, because justice does not occur without action. So thank you for joining me, and I will be back with you again.